This is the positioning map for the ice cream industry. So our axes were affordable to expensive and unhealthy to healthy. There was some unhealthy and affordable ice creams, and that includes like Bulla, Magnum, Coles and Woolworths have their own ice cream, as well as Connoisseur. And then towards the more expensive side but are also unhealthy are Blue Ribbon, Ben & Jerry's and Haagen-Dazs. And then you move on to the more affordable and healthy side of the axis, which has a lot, which is Arctic Zero, Talenti Gelato, Chili Cow, Coconut Bliss, Peter's Lactose Free, and Peter's Gluten Free. And then this is where we've decided to fill in the market with the healthy and expensive with our product, which is Vita Ice. But there's only 3 other brands in this axis, which is Halo Top Pops, Hello Mint, and Enlightened S'mores.
In the positioning map, this side is where we normally stand, and these are the more popular brands. It's slightly more surprising to see they're inclined towards the unhealthy side. So coming back, going deeper into this side, although there can be many other brands in this area, we have decided to research more on this area because this is our target segment. So there are many brands like Arctic Zero, Talenti Gelato, Coconut Bliss, and the Peters ranges. There's also Skinny Cow. So what differentiates Vita Ice from affordable and healthy brands? Okay, so although they claim to be affordable and healthy, only one of them is correct. They are affordable, but they're not really healthy. So how is that? That is because they advertise low fat contents. All of them advertise low fat contents. But what do they do to make up for that fat content and give the ice cream a rich, creamy texture? You find out that they actually break up the sugar levels super high in order to make up for the taste and gain customers. So when that happens, what does it do to our body? So the actual intake, which is supposed to be composed of fats and sugars and carbohydrates in an ice cream, is mostly just carbohydrates and sugars now, which is super unhealthy. So in my opinion, this segment is actually unhealthier than the actual unhealthy ice creams. That is the reason we've come up with Vita Ice. In Vita Ice, we have minimal levels of both fat and sugar, and we make up for it by using our organogelators, which gel up the ice cream, and by the use of monosaccharides, which give sweetness but are not actually unhealthy. And this requires a little bit more of production cost, and that is the reason it's placed slightly on the expensive side. And I think this will also help us make customers believe that it is an actually healthy option because it's priced higher. And although these are our tentative customers, I think we have a clear edge over here because of the ingredients and the production process that we're using.
Our group investigation for the 3 company. The first one is for the street. For the street, the marketing position is currently Street and its partner company have a market share of 20.7% in the ice cream manufacturing industry. This indicate that at the end of the 2019, it will be bring in 220.3 million revenue due to the introduction of new ice cream product. For the Bulla, is on the last year 62% of Australia 30.1 million grocery buyer aged with 14 plus bought an ice cream touch or carton in around 4 week periods, although that actually almost 500,000 fewer than did in the 2011. Bulla lead the pack with almost 1 in the free ice cream in the free ice cream buyer take home the brand up from the fewer than 1 in 4 in the 2008. The popularity of the Peter and the Street is highest among grocery buyer age over 50, while younger shopper they most prefer choose the Bulla. So finally for the Peter, this company Peter ice cream almost 24 product line under the main Peter brand, and each of them cater to a particular customer segment. For the catching up on the market trend of low calorie, healthy ice cream and yogurt. So Peter Large is healthy lights, comprising skinny cow light and creamy, no sugar. However, the one product line which have been a great success in a short time with great future scope is the connoisseur. Connoisseur is Peter Premium ice cream which has become a huge hit in the last couple of years and capture an individual market of 6%, dividing the market.
So how is Vita Ice better than others, and how do we manage to make it better than just healthier?
Well, we first start off with 3 different ranges, and these will be the 3 main segments of our production lines. So the first one is basically the classical range, which is vanilla, strawberry, chocolate, etc. And the second line is called the Fruvita, which is the fruits and vitamins range. It's the most healthiest range of all, and then we have a medicinal range. What makes us different from the rest of the healthy ice creams is that we have 0 sugar alcohols in our Vita Ice, and then we use saturated fat, and that too in very low levels. And we use minimal artificial sweeteners with just natural monosaccharides in our production line, which makes Vita Ice super healthy.
Coming to our ice cream base, Vita Ice is completely sugar alcohol free and yet maintains its rich and creamy texture, which is how ice cream should be.
Yeah.
Now how we do that is very interesting. We use gelling components called
Organogellodase, yeah.
It's a big word.
Yeah.
Which gel up our milk and give it an extra creamy texture, which melts as soon as it's in your mouth.
Exactly. What is even more interesting is the composition of the milk that we use for the production of our ice cream. So what would you think? What do you reckon the milk is? Just general Woolworths milk?
I think so.
Well, it's not. It's organic milk, which
Really?
we get from the farms ourselves. And how do we get that milk is we do not feed the cows. Generally just feed them chemicals to get more yield, to get more milk, and all those chemicals carry out into the milk, which is super unhealthy both for the ice creams and for us. So instead we're using organic milk in which we feed the cows something called rapeseed. Sounds a bit negative, but it's
Yeah.
super healthy for the cows, and they give out healthy milk which is low in fat and high in calcium, which is again good for our bones. So that's the milk that we're going to use. So right from step 1, Vita Ice is super healthy.
Vita Ice is healthy right now from its very first ingredient. Now let's move on to the second main ingredient of the ice cream, which is sugar. So sugar is a natural ingredient, so what makes it unhealthy? Well, the difference comes in when sugarcane is processed to get white sugar. The sugar which is produced naturally is a monosaccharide, whereas processed sugar is a disaccharide, which means increased sugar content in the molecules, which makes it unhealthy for us to eat. In Vita Ice, we are using natural monosaccharides, which is not only healthy, but has certain gluconic fibers which are essential for our body. So both the main ingredients of Vita Ice are not only not unhealthy, but they're actually really good for us.
It's complex, but it's very nice to hear something which is not unhealthy and actually healthier. Nice. So coming back to our product ranges, we also have, like discussed before, 2 very unique and interesting ranges, which are called the Fruvita and the Medvita. So what is Fruvita? The Fruvita is a selection of the healthiest of fruits with natural and fresh extracts. blended with ice cream to not only give it that delicious taste and that fresh fruity taste which mostly sorbets and yogurts have and are unheard of in the ice cream sector, but we're bringing it in because we're healthy. But also gives our bodies vitamins and minerals which enhance body metabolism and immunity. So
Wow.
we are immune from a lot of diseases.
So the banana variant is rich in potassium and manganese, which are both essential components of our digestion and absorption system. The dragon fruit variant is my favorite and has the most amazing taste, but the fact that it is super rich in vitamin C is like a cherry on top, and I can now binge on ice creams all I want, but guilt-free. There are many other fruit variants which are rich in different vitamins and minerals and have one of the most rich and exotic tastes that are there. We are also pioneering the medicinal range of ice creams with Medvita, because Vita Ice's objective is not just to create an unhealthy ice creams, but to make actual healthy ones which are good for our body. Vita Ice is initially offering the iron plus calcium, which is a huge plus for the aged people, but does not only satisfy their sweet tooth, but also strengthens up their bones, as it is rich in calcium and reduces heart risk owing to the high amount of iron in the ice cream. So goodbye multivitamin supplements, hello Vita Ice.
We've tried to be innovative in all aspects of Vita Ice, and that is true even when it comes to the serving sizes. So we have the usual take-home tub which people can take home, and all the people who want to make a healthy change to their lifestyle and not stick to the old, boring, creamy and unhealthy disaccharide-filled ice creams. So all those people who want to make a healthy shift can have the take-home tubs. We also have for the tubs, the recommended serving size is 2 scoops, and within the 2 scoops you get all the taste you want and all the essential minerals that we have tried to put in the Vita Ice. So for the kids, they always want ice cream, and if you give them a tub, they want to finish it up. So instead, we're offering a very cute little size tub which is meant for the kids and has all cartoons on top of it. So these tubs are of single serve, and Vita Ice makes sure that all the vitamins are there in that little cute tub with different fruits. So it's mostly a mixed fruit flavor that you'll be getting in addition to all the Fruvita things in the small size as well. So the kids are happy they got an ice cream, and all parents who want their children to be healthy and nutritious are happy as well. So that's the 2 serving sizes that we have.
Vita Ice is aimed at families who want to encourage a healthy diet or make a healthy change. Vita Ice's selection makes ice cream more enjoyable, knowing that there are no detrimental effects to our health. Vita Ice will partner and be served at schools to encourage healthier eating habits and not just at home. Healthy schools encourage kids to be healthy and in turn make parents happy as well. Vita Ice contributes to this by its creation of a sweet treat that is guilt-free. VitaMed was created by Vita Ice to reach a particular target audience who are older and want something delicious that also helps with their specific nutritional needs. VitaMed specifically supports all types of bodily functions in one fun tub.
For the marketing strategy, Vita Ice will advertise directly to its target segments rather than mass advertising. What will a product look like? We've made a very minimalistic design for all the different ranges of Vita Ice and tried to highlight the ingredients so that our customers are conscious about the ice cream choices. To increase the ease of understanding, we have added different colored lids for different ranges, which makes it easy for identification for aged people as they establish a sense of familiarity with the ice cream. We have tried to use plain colored tubs as much as possible, as it reduces the amount of artificial colors used in packaging materials and eases recycling, thereby reflecting our commitment towards sustainability. How and where will we sell Vita Ice? Our main target segments are school children, affluent families who want a healthy lifestyle, and aged people who are looking for nutrients and minerals in every meal to help them increase their energy levels. So accordingly, we have decided that the best places to sell them is in schools, supermarkets, organic stores, chemists, and aged care homes. The advertisement strategies are: the main aim of Vita Ice is to develop products which are not just unhealthy but are also healthy and help in the development of metabolism and immunity of an individual. We have come up with a tagline which says, better than just healthy,
We also plan to launch health campaigns in community places like parks, which will encourage people to participate in sports and games, and give out free samples which will help in eliminating the taboo that healthy ice creams are not tasty. We will advertise through posters in schools, aged cares and chemists, and have billboards in more affluent areas to make sure that we reach our target customers. For promotions, we intend to have MOUs with schools and aged care homes, thereby increasing our presence in the midst of our target segments. Additionally, Vita Eyes is looking at a robust social media presence, and thus we have come up with a campaign going by the hashtag Binge Guilt Free that users can use with pictures eating Vita Eyes. Our price ranges start from $11 for the classic flavors and $14 for the Medvita range, which has additional minerals in it. These prices are for the take-home tubs, and the smaller kids tubs will be priced at $1.5 each. We aim to tap the expensive and healthy market, and thus our price structure is slightly higher than the other players in the healthy sector. This is also because we have premium ingredients and a technically advanced production method which adds to the production costs. Also, customers have a general mindset that expensive things have better quality, and we at Vita Eyes want to stimulate that mindset in order to build our brand. We intend to trigger need recognition by advertising that the people who intend to lead healthy lives and schools which want a healthy reputation will shift to our brands. All of our target customers are affluent in nature, and thus they care more about quality than price. And we at Vita Eyes are not compromising on quality because we are better than just healthy.